And this is when we start to sing a bit. This is when we start some shit. This is when we share some gratitude. This is where we laugh and scream. This is where we share a dream. This is where we lift our attitude. It's love morning. Yeah, love morning. Yeah, love morning. Yeah, love morning. We're having love morning, having love morning, having love morning. Let's share some fun. Hi, good morning. I'm John Hal Sandston. This is Love Morning. This is the daily practice, 9 a.m. Pacific, that we gather and share something we're grateful for, as well as set the direction of our day towards kindness, connection, authenticity, and gratitude. I welcome you to invite other aspects to your direction if there's something else that you want to be focused on today. And if you're here, say hello so that we know you're here. We know that we're surrounded by like-minded, open-hearted people. It makes the world so much more beautiful when you know that you can see we got love ambassadors all over the place, like you. So good morning, Trish. Wow, how nice to see you. Good morning, Trish. And good morning, Brent. I'm in San Diego, California. I'm in my bedroom, which I have not been broadcasting in lately. I feel like I'm a little off-center. That's all right. But as it's getting warmer, I put my AC in here so it can cool off and broadcast from the bedroom. I'm grateful for some delicious coffee this morning. I am very grateful that I am getting on a plane today. I am heading to Monterey and then to Big Sur to meet up with Lisa. Good morning, Gerbot. And good morning, Farah. Farah is saying hello from Oregon, from Astoria. Well, hello, Farah. Good morning. Yes, I am very excited. I've spent a week away from Lisa, and now I'm going to go see her. And then for a week, and then come down for a couple weeks, and then go back up and see her. And then we start planning final packing for Burning Man together. Whee! So I'm grateful that I've got I'm so excited to see my beloved. I just wrote something this morning where I'm like, we're going to Big Sur, which is gorgeous. We're going to go to Esalen for a day. We've got a gorgeous Airbnb on the cliffs, but honestly, I think all that scenery is going to go to waste because I just want to be with her. As long as we had an air-conditioned Motel 6, I think I'd be fine. Well, maybe not Motel 6 because I don't like the musty smells. Oh, thank you, Gerbot. Brent says, my nephew Tucker is visiting. No sunrise beach fishing. Thanks, Call of Duty. Oh, I like the name Tucker. It's one vowel away from... I'm not vowel, one consonant away from getting your mouth washed out with soap. Tucker, you lucky kid. Anything else that you are grateful for? It is a sunshiny day here, which is beautiful, but I've been enjoying the overcast. I'm grateful that yesterday morning I got to wake up and jog on the beach and then jump in the water. That was lovely. I'm grateful that I got to have a beautiful men's group last night. I'm a member of a couple men's groups, and this is one that meets in person that I really enjoy. It's the group that I went to Catalina with a couple months ago, and it was good to see everyone. And there's really something, so many things that I enjoy about the group. The men, first of all, I enjoy that there's so many varieties of experiences, but so much I can learn from each person. I also really enjoy the physical connections. As much as I love digital connections, and I spend a lot of time here and in Zoom every day, I'm really starting to feel a call to do more in-person things. I'm not doing much at all. So maybe Burning Man will be an opportunity for me to give a talk or workshop or something like that. I used to do a lot more, and now I do almost none. speaking, things like that to live audiences. And it's really fun. Imagine if we were all together right now. Wouldn't that be great? So, and then I just saw Gala Darling, who's a longtime old friend, does a bunch of cool stuff online with tapping and empowerment and women's empowerment and all sorts of cool stuff. But she just announced today she's stopping her online program, that she wants to be in person. She wants to be with people. And I'm like, whoa, maybe I needed to hear that today. Not that I'm going to stop doing online stuff, but just another voice, another reminder that there is a power to physical presence. Maybe more and more so as as headsets become just the default for the way we interact with the world. Tony, good morning. He says, good morning, beautiful people. Another Bluebird day here in Seattle. Just got word my Burning Man ticket has shipped. Can hardly contain myself. Woohoo! Congratulations, Tony. That's awesome. Trish says, sounds like a wonderful mini vacation with Lisa. Grateful for it being a little cooler in the Joshua Tree area. Ooh, how hot has it been? Yes, I mean, as much as I get overheated in San Diego, when I look at the temperatures in other places, I'm just kind of blown away. I can't even really get my head around it. I'm also excited to go for the mini vacation because Lisa actually lived in Big Sur for 15 years or so. So she's got a network of friends that people are going to visit, as well as, she knows the area. So I love going to an area and having somebody show me the things that they like. That's like my favorite thing. When Lisa asked me what my favorite type of traveling is it, visiting cool nature or sites or visiting people? I'm like, honestly, I love it when I visit a place and someone who lives there says, these are my favorite things. Especially when they're things that aren't popular. Because I would rather go to a mediocre backyard waterfall that no one's there than a epic waterfall that has 20 people around. I just love, there's something about, I don't know, maybe I'm becoming less and less tolerant and get less joy from crowds than I used to. I think that's one of the consequences of my Californian sobriety that I'm doing. I don't know what I should call my non-intoxicant path, because I am doing psychedelics. That is part of my journey. So it's none of the substances that I fall into daily habits with, which is alcohol, GHB, and ketamine. So those are the ones that I have removed. I'm now at almost 5 months of removing those, and the effects on my life has been profound, way more than I would have guessed in this amount of time. I mean, I'm as happy as I've ever been. Gerbot saying traveling with locals is the best. Isn't that, when they go, oh, we're going to grab lunch here, because that's where they like to grab lunch. And let's go on this hike. And, oh, no, yeah, you can go. We go through this fence. No big deal. This farmer doesn't care. Okay, awesome. So I am grateful. I am so grateful right now. I was just, talking to Lisa about how I'm in a very interesting place as far as like my to-do list and productivity, because I don't feel a need to do anything. Like I'm happy. And so like all I feel like I really need to do is stay healthy, don't hurt myself, don't damage my relationships, don't drop the ball on things, but like in terms of like launching a new program or doing this fix-it project, it's like, I mean, I am doing stuff, but if I want to spend, a bunch of hours photoshopping my face and Lisa's face onto pictures and just having fun or writing her a poem, I'm like, that's the goal. The goal of doing all this is to get to a place where you feel content and in love, right? So I'm like, I'm there, so just don't fuck with things. So I'm very grateful. Someone at we're doing like a goal exercise at the men's group yesterday, and one of my buddies is like, I want to feel like John feels. So I'm enjoying it. I'm also I'm not ignorant to the biology of love. And so I know that the intoxication of new love is a chapter, and then that you progress into deeper versions and aspects of connection. So I'm enjoying this and eager to experience all the types of connection. I had a beautiful lunch yesterday with my friend Jen, and so grateful for her. And I was I did the officiant at her wedding. Great friends with, actually, maybe I won't, yeah, can I say that? Her husband is one of the guys in my men's group. So I got to see her for lunch, and then I got to see him at night. And they are still madly in love, and they have a different type of love than their first moments together. They've got a beautiful, incredible daughter. But it was really fantastic to have her be so excited for me, and also me get excited by hearing her love story. I don't want 6 months of bliss. I want the rest of my life bliss in different ways. I know that the rest of your life cannot be happily ever after. It can be joyful, and joy can happen during struggles. Joy when you're feeling a place of purpose. Joy when you're feeling that you are engaged in meaningful things, which isn't always to mean happy, but that's what I'm seeking. That's what I'm working on. Gerbot says, new love is the best intoxicant. It's true. I had to talk to my therapist. I had a therapy session 2 days ago, and I'm like, I want to be careful that I'm not just addicted to something new. She's like, she had like these checklists of things to look into, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm good. I don't think I've pedestalized her, and I think although I do think she's amazing. Oh, so we'll do a little bit more gratitude sharing if anybody has any more to share. And then we're going to have a hug and then head off into our days, knowing that as we go into the world, we are the change. We are the ambassadors. And so as we pass people and say hello and good morning, we are establishing ripples of that's the world we live in. We live in a world where we are connected. And little gestures, little eye contact. When you accept your receipt from the cashier, look him in the eye and say thank you. I'm consistently impressed with the presence that I get from cashiers. And you figure that makes sense. They practice all day long. I'm sure they have some training to do eye contact with people, and they're good at it. I have these single second moments of thank you, and they are boom. I'm like, I love it. That's all it takes. That change, there's a little Yay, Heather! Good morning. Heather says, I am grateful for my love too. 2 years in and just ridiculously happy. Oh, I love that. Yay, thank you for sharing. And so beautiful. Thanks, Heather. Gerbot is grateful for this morning gratitude practice. Me too. It is such seems trite, but like it's a muscle. I'm grateful that I had to have a hard conversation with some people that were in some regulars in my daily gratitude group. And I'm grateful that I think the practice of gratitude really made the hard conversation easier, because you just have a different lens when you're always focusing and practicing looking for things that you're grateful for, and think the good things. What did someone the other day, they mentioned, maybe it was in here, someone mentioned the freeway system and the infrastructure of roads. And I was like, right. I rarely give thought to the infrastructure of the highway system. I do often give thanks to plumbing. That blows my mind. Like, I remember when they put the phone lines underground. So I'm grateful for that project, but I don't remember, whatever efforts went into putting plumbing through the cities. That's incredible. Gerbot, yes, Gerbot was the one that mentioned the infrastructure of the roads. Yeah, there's just so many things that it's so easy to take for granted if you don't flex the muscle. Lori B says, I didn't think much about Highway 78 until it was closed. Gerbot said, we've got construction going on right now, and it makes me think about how much time and money it takes. That is one of the benefits of gratitude practice, is that when you encounter an obstacle, when you encounter an injury, your brain goes, whoa. When it's working well, that's amazing. And sometimes it takes the injury, it takes the construction work for you to go, oh my gosh, it didn't even occur to me how much magic had to happen for this to ever happen in the first place, or for these muscles to work. I am over a month. Am I? Yeah, I'm over a month into this shoulder rotator cuff thing. I've got another massage today where I'm just going to say, just do that really painful thing under my armpit to try to relieve that pain. I mean, it's way better, but it's still like I wake up every morning with pain, taking an Advil every day. I believe I heard it on the catamaran trip that was about a month ago. So I saw the guys last night that I went to Catalina with, and there was a time when I fell, when I was walking, and then the boat moved and I fell, and I fell into a wall. And it didn't hurt that bad at the time, but I think it was a day and a half later that I was really in pain. And so I'm thinking that maybe that's what triggered it. It's an old injury that I have occasionally when I stay up too late and I mouse with bad posture over a long period of time. But you know what? That's not gratitude. That's just story. But my point is, the pain makes me realize how many systems on this body are working. That's crazy. Gerbot says, I am grateful for good health. Whenever I get sick, it reminds me of how good it feels to feel good. It's so easy to forget that, right? I can tell you one of that. So I occasionally suffer from dry sphincter. Now, once I've been to the doctor several times about it. There's no big deal. There's no worms. There's no rash. It's just dry. And so she told me, the problem with that is it's itchy. And sometimes it's like maddeningly itchy. Is this too much information? Probably. So itchy butthole really sucks. And they've given me some creams and stuff. And so eventually she said, why don't you, first they said, stop using the wipes, like wet wipes. And that helped almost entirely, but there was a little bit more. And then she suggested, well, stop using soap. And I'm like, stop using soap? Like, just stop washing my butt? Like, I don't know about that. But my point is, I did have I had like a week where I was having no itching, and I was just like, yes, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that my butt doesn't itch. Yes. Da, 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 da. Singing from the rooftops, yelling to my neighbors, guess what? No butt itching today. Yeah, my anus is great. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you too. Have a good one. Good morning, Cordova. Lori B is grateful that she decided in January to be a woman who goes to the gym frequently. I'm doing things now I could never have done in December. That's fantastic. Love hearing that, Lori B. And if you hear me mention a name that you don't see in the chat or the comments, I am live on YouTube and Facebook right now. I'm bridging two worlds, like Bob Marley. Cordova, I'm grateful for so much. You can rewatch this archive recording as soon as it's done, and you can hear me talk all about my love for Lisa and my upcoming trip to Big Sur, which I'm very grateful for and excited about. But now I think it's time for us, if anyone wants to share a little last gratitude, they can, and then we're going to do a hug and then head off into our days. Our days. I'm grateful. Also, speaking of itching, I had this crazy rash when my beard was growing. I shaved my beard off and then have been moisturizing, and now all the flakiness and itching is gone. So my theme today is the joy of non-itching skin. That is my deep gratitude, as well as my love for Lisa. So wherever you are in this moment, why don't you join us and give yourself a hug, and as you squeeze this body, feel yourself being held by each person that's here or been here and ever been here. All those drawn to that feeling of connection and gratitude. All those that are taking on the role of love ambassador in the world. So as we go into this day, let's look for opportunities to connect and be kind and be courageous when we have choices to make to be the kind of person that we want to be. So let's take a deep breath in and squeeze and hold it. And release. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you, thank you for being here for this Love Morning as part of Hug Nation. I'm going to be offline for the next week-ish. I'll be back probably Tuesday. Big Sur is not the best as far as internet connection, so who knows? But I will take this all and carry it with me for the next week. I will see you in a week. You can always subscribe to the Hug Nation YouTube channel, and that will give you a notification when we go live here, since the Facebook notifications are not so good. Good morning, Mingle and Alex and Jamie. Jamie is grateful for me and for all of the movement of urban playa. Cool. I love that. I love the principles rippling in the world. Thank you, Jamie. Everyone have a beautiful day. I will see you in a week, if not on the cliffs of Big Sur or in our dreams. I love you. Have a great day. And go to johnstin.com if you want to look at any archives or get a free sticker or a t-shirt or my TEDx talk or so much. You should really check out johnstin.com if you haven't. Thank you, Brent.